Yo, Pat, I wanted to ask you: has that been a difference battling on URL than battling, I guess, on KOTD, like for your career? Because you came to URL, and I'm sure you gained new fans, new people. You know what I'm saying? Who like what you do. But to you, has there been a difference in approach, or just the crowd, or how you battle?
I'd say it's a different like professionalism, professional energy. Like it does seem like okay, this is like I guess more like the big leagues. There's a lot more people. There'll be like more celebrities there, or more people like you know what I mean that will show up casually. Other than that, I find it. But like I said, I've always kept it Pat Stay. So like I it's kind of the same. It's kind of similar in a lot of ways, but like I said, more so like to be honest, like the main type shit in a lot of ways. I mean, mind you, I've only battled in Houston and no, and then Summer Madness, so like a really big crowd. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Right. Well, given that you've been on these different stages and stuff like that, you said there's no nemesis. Is there anyone that you well, I guess that would be a nemesis. I kind of got lost in thought.
I was gonna say too, just a follow up from my question was gonna say, out of the guys that you battled so far on URL, who was the toughest, or what was the toughest environment for you?
No tough environment. There's no tough environment to me, man. Like the tougher the environment, the better I'm gonna do. You put me against a wall, like I battled Tay Rock. If you were there, bro.
I was there.
I wasn't there, but I saw it.
I was there.
Oh, okay, Matt, you was there.
Bro,
I was there.
When he came out, like they were doing, like it was insane, and people were telling me to my face all night, "We came here to see you die." I'm like, all right, cool. So I went up there. He's smoking me. Even Buddy in my corner, like I don't even know who he was. I came by myself. Buddy in my corner, like yeah, do it then, talking all this shit. No one, and then I bodied him. You know what I mean? So like. There's no environment to put me in. Actually, the more you put me against the wall, I swear I'll do better. But as far as
what was it risky talking about Averb getting molested?
Was it risky?
No.
No. It worked out perfectly.
That's more like I knew he would laugh. He talked about it in a song. Right? I knew he would laugh. I wouldn't bring up something that's so personal that I think would, fuck with someone's life or whatever. But I knew he would laugh.
Right.
And
personal.
I want people to keep in mind that was my first. That was my first battle off of King of the Dot, and people told me, Pat, do not come to New York and tell jokes. I rapped about.
I remember that.
Sucking his dick for a whole round. A whole round.
Yeah,
yo,
that's
yo, you know what's funny?
Yeah.
Yo, during your battle, Mook turns to me and he says, "I should have battled you." I was like,
you know what I mean? Like
that was crazy. That was crazy.
There's matchup situations. Goods calls it matchup problems in battle rap, and he's totally right. Like, I don't think I'm necessarily better than Averb, but I know that I would beat him 10 out of 10 times. There's nothing he can do with me. There's nothing he can do with me, right? Very little. I can always beat someone like Averb. There's nothing I'm better than him. It's just a matchup problem, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you can rap your heart out to me. You can be as poetic and whatever, but to me it's just boing, boing, boing. It's bouncing off me. Then I'm on. You know what I mean? So, like I'll aggro the shit out of you. If we battled again, I'd still have another babysitter around the whole round.
Yo.
No, 3 rounds. I want a bonus round.
I had to throw the hat on that, son. I had to throw the hat on that. Yo, that battle was so fucking incredible. Yo, Pat Stay, I want to thank you for being a guest. Yo, Always a great time when I'm around you, bro. Always a great fucking time, bro. Always, always. I wish you much success on your show.
Thank
Much
you very
success. Yeah. The industry battles. Okay, cool. It's the biggest thing going on, and that's because of Corona. But I gotta say,
I enjoyed watching Scott Storch
and Manny Fresh.
Manny Fresh battle of the beats. I mean, out of the hits. I think Scott Storch fucked him up.
Yeah. He kind of flamed him.
Manny had some shit though. It's just in the middle parts when he started just playing some random like hot boy shit.
It's because Manny Fresh captures a time period, just like a time capsule.
No. That it's not just the time period. It's just not just the time period. It's a region. His sound is perfect for a region. Scott Storch, his shit is universal.
Yeah, he had R&B songs. Manny Fresh was playing straight pure hip hop too.
But it's
like
there's certain Manny Fresh beats that I hear and I'm like, no matter how hot the song is, me personally, Bling Bling was not in my top 5 when it was out. You know what I'm saying?
It was a hit.
Hit.
But you can't compare a Juvenile record from the 90s to fucking Beyonce, Chris Brown fucking hits. Like, it's just no comparison. Like, I don't even know why they battle.
Have you been watching these?
To be honest, I haven't. I've been real busy, man. Like, believe it or not. I would think like, see, those are my favorite producers. To me, if it was like a DJ Quick versus like I don't know, like a Dre, obviously, but like DJ Quick is my favorite producer of all time. And you know what I mean? So like, yeah, like I have a whole different taste in music. Like you guys wouldn't even believe it, but like my favorite rappers, my favorite group of all time is South Central Cartel and maybe the Dog Pound next. You know what I mean? Like I go like that. My favorite rappers of all time.
The Dog Pound.
Dog Pound
is in your top 2.
It would be definitely my top 2. And I listen to mostly West Coast shit. My favorite rappers of all time would be Pac number 1, DMX number 2, 100%. And then it would go like different rappers that you wouldn't even think, man, like Corrupt or Trey D or Snoop. You know what I mean? Shit like that. I listen to a lot of West Coast.
The West Coast vibe. You got a West Coast upbringing.
Yeah, I did. My father was a bass player. He's a real funky bass player, and the West Coast got a lot of funky shit. So I was raised on a lot of that shit.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, that is dope.
But we did it. There's been Swiss versus Timbaland.
Right.
There's been Space, fill in the blanks because
I didn't see the Swiss versus Timbaland, but I would have enjoyed that.
Yeah, Swiss versus Timbaland was pretty good. They're both legends in my mind.
2 Chainz said he gonna battle
Manny Fresh versus Scott Storch. To me, Scott Storch caught a body, but Manny did. You know, he was hanging in there, but Scott Storch to me caught a body. It was
like 12-8.
Yeah, it was like 12-8. It was crazy.
I was gonna say, you see,
I didn't see that one. Lil Jon and T-Pain.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I didn't see that either.
That was dope. That was dope. Yeah, I heard French smoked them. But then we're doing these haymaker battles. Are you guys familiar with the haymaker battles?
I heard about them. I haven't seen any yet.
Whereas like Hitman and Sue Surf,
yeah, I saw that. I saw Sue Surf and Hitman, a little bit of that.
So what was that? Was old battles that they shared their haymakers or new haymakers?
Old battles.
Knowledge, you got new old battles.
Yeah, it was just whatever battles they thought that was fire, and then they played that round and they would go at it. It was like that. It was dope though. It was dope. They was reenacting their battles, reenacting their bars. I felt like that's like, you know, battle rap's version of what the industry is doing, and it was dope.
Right. Now, Pat Stay, would you be interested in getting involved in one of these haymaker battles? And who would your opponent be?
I don't think so, because like my shit isn't based off haymakers. I do have haymakers, but that's not my style, you know what I mean? So like that would be for a puncher for most part. You know, I mean, a lot of my big moments are moments where they're not like, it might not be a punchline, it might be like an angle or a joke or some type of moment in general. But I think
I can imagine if Hitman is involved, then it's not all about punches.
Word. Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean, I guess I would let a fan get involved for me, maybe. Like, what would I have to do? Sit there and watch myself? No.
Yeah, I think they're playing the best rounds of each other versus other rounds.
Yeah, if a fan wanted to put that together for me, like find all my biggest moments and whatever, but I wouldn't pick them up myself. I'm not that like into myself, but that's just me. No disrespect, right?
What you clapping your hands for, Misfit? What's that about?
I feel the same way.
You wouldn't do it yourself.
If a fan wants to put together a compilation of me fucking bitches up, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna do it.
No.
Why not?
I don't want to. I'm filming my dumb advice.
Yo, what was the line? Your name. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please don't make fun of me. Your name's Mercedes, and you named your daughter Bentley and took an Uber here. Is that the line?
Yeah.
That's amazing. See, that's the type of shit I do. It's funny, but it's also a punchline. Like, people are like, yeah, Pat, all jokes. Bro, my jokes are punchlines. My jokes are angles. Like, my whole shit against Arsenal when I had like the decrypted app shit to him, like, you can't tell me. That's it's creative. It's more than a joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was hard.
Yes.
I remember speaking to you the night before at the bar. We had steak.
I remember.
We had steak, and you said you had a round and a half.
I probably did, and because I really, that's how it is for me, man. It's usually round and a half, 2 rounds. I mean that too. I mean that. I'm not proud of it. I hate it, but I'm a last minute kind of guy. But sometimes it works out for me because I perform my material like it's new, rather than.
It's cool. It's cool. I had half a round, so we good. I had half a round.
Oh yeah, you were sick to your stomach. You were sick.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh,
never order West Indian food in Toronto. Never.
Noted.
Please don't do that. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it. But you turned out having the performance of the night.
Oh, that's just your boy, man. You know that.
Come on, that's shit all your boy.
Come on,
I remember you spit me a couple lines at the bar, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's gonna hit. That's gonna hit." And then the next day, what you did with Arsenal was incredible.
Thank you.
Incredible.
Hey, you know what I did? I did the same thing with him. I did against you. I played defense, talked about his daughter, and he didn't even barely talk about my son. You know, I played defense. I'm like, I'm going to say some evil shit about his daughter. And then in the end, I look like an asshole. I'm like, fuck. Because I don't even ever want to talk about someone's kids. Like, I would never like, if I battle someone, just like, oh, I'm going to go on his kid like that. But with Arsenal, you can't take that chance. That's what he does. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what exactly. And then it's you and Arsenal part 2. Knowing how part 1 ended, you got to live up to in part 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was crazy. What was the first battle with Arsenal like after what we saw on camera?
Nothing. It was just like the whole thing was awkward because you remember the people I was ironically making fun of about an hour ago when I was like, battle rappers come in, they won't even be cool with people and no give props and blah, blah, blah. That's how I was with him and kind of vice versa. So it was awkward the whole time. Like, I remember he came up to the bar, he's like, yo, want me to buy you a shot? I'm like, Like, hell no, we ain't friends. And I felt so corny about that now because that was so long ago where I didn't know, I didn't even know people and shit like that. I don't know I don't know what his motive was. I watched some of his battles. He seemed real disrespectful. So I'm like, I don't know. After the battle, it was nothing. Seen him in the hotel. It was absolutely nothing. I didn't even know he was like saying certain curse words to me. I was just at the bar drinking, but it was just battle rap. Like, but that kind of gave me a bad taste in my mouth, man. It really did. I think after that, I started becoming a shitty person, like a heel in battle rap. And I think that might have been my downfall. So like, you know, when someone does something like that, you feel the need, especially as a young man, you feel the need to like, you know, kind of turn up and like, oh, I want to show these people this and that. So I think my next battle was like maybe Marv 1 where I did that shit. Thesaurus.
Do you regret doing what you did in the Marv 1 battle?
Okay, that's the only thing I don't really regret because it was like a movie, bro. And I didn't like him at the time. Not enough to like attack on sight, but we had a little issue. And
what made you not like him? Okay,
so he was battling Lopez, I think, at the time, and I was going through the crowd. And I'm kind of new to this battle rap shit. Like, I'm not new to it at all because I took years off from Elements League, but I don't know these people or Marv or anyone.
Right.
So I'm a little drunk, and he's in the crowd, and I'm a little bit different then. And he's like, he's talking about, yo, and fuck Pat Stay. He don't want to throw hands or I'll take Patty's cake. And he keeps talking about that. So I'm drunk. I come in the crowd. I'm like, all right, let's go outside and do it then. I'm drunk and I'm sloppy, but I don't know. I'm not like nowadays. I would just take it as a compliment or competitive. Back then, I'm like, bro, I don't even know you. Like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about me for? Right.
Why are you talking about fighting me and shit like that? Right. But I wouldn't have done that sober. I probably still would have like felt the way back then. But anyway, so I get kicked out the event and shit. And then I sobered up the next day. I felt real bad about it. And I made a blog apologizing to him. I was like, man, I'm real sorry, man. You're such a good dude. Like, I shouldn't have did that, blah, blah, blah. And then he responded like, that fucking emo blog. He said, pretty much called me a pussy. And like, you know what I mean? So to me, and how I was back then, you know what I mean? And,
yo, you can't win with these motherfuckers. You can't win.
Right, you take the high road and they just.
Yo, hey, listen, I swallowed my pride and I said, I fucked up.
You're right.
So me back then, I had a lot of pride, like, you know, pride issues, you know, like when you're a young man, I'm like, oh no, I did like a soft log and I let my guard down. He did that, fuck him type of shit. And then he was more on some fucking shit type shit too. So
how did you find out that his brother was autistic?
It was right on his Facebook. I think it was.
How you look like that?
I think it was right in his bio, like right in his info, like right in his.
It was in his bio. By the way, my brother's autistic.
No, yeah, he probably had some fundraiser shit up or some shit, some GoFundMe.
No. It was like it was this. It was like, you know, autistic brother, something, whatever. Favorite shows, Seinfeld, little shit like that. Like it's like in his whatever. Like, but and I usually wouldn't do it, but since I didn't like him, I was like, fuck it, I'm going there. You know what I mean? And then
damn, that guy's is mean, man. Battle rappers is mean.
And I spit one of the boys.
If you don't want something to be said in a battle, don't put it on your fucking Facebook.
I got you, mama.
Nah, Fit. You can't say that because people post things about their family members all the time.
Yeah.
But like, I would think twice on, like, I always think of what I'm putting out there, right? That's always a thought, right? Before I post anything or do something, there is something in my brain saying, is this what I want to put out there for the world?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we make, you know, mistakes or we do stupid shit. Like me, you know, I've been drunk at events and done some stupid shit and it went out there and that's my fault and I got to deal with it. But
Killers Battle League. Shout out to Killers Battle League.
Shut up. But I've done stupid shit. But if I'm knowingly gonna put something out there, I know that there's potentially gonna be in a battle somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like, you know, I'm very open with my relationship with my girl. I post her a lot. We're always out there. So I know a bitch is gonna be like, yeah, I heard your bitch is a model. I fuck that. Yeah, you know, yeah, she's a fucking model. I put that out there all the time. So they're gonna talk
Is what it is. Is what it is.
I won't put nothing out there that I'm like, damn, I don't want them to talk about this. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you feel like Marv shouldn't have put up that he has an autistic brother?
You can do what you want. You can do what you want, but be prepared to someone to say it to you.
Yeah.
Don't be mad about it. It's theirs. It's information you put out.
It worked on my favor because I told somebody the lines, and then they called Marv and told Marv the lines. So Marv's first verse was like, yeah. And if you say some shit about my brother, like
my brother, it's gonna be this.
And I'm
like,
you
said it anyway.
I'm like, that's a bad round to use because you know I'm gonna. Like, what do you think I'm just gonna freestyle? So now it looked twice as bad. I'm like, oh yeah, chicken fucking chair down a set. You know, I went, oh. So I was like, man, you set me up. You gave me the alley-oop.
Yo, real quick, I want to say, prayers to Marv. I heard that he's sick right now.
Oh my God, I'll pray for him.
Yeah, Marv won
with the corona.
I don't know if it's the corona, but he posted up the other day that he's really sick. Send a prayer for him.
Will do.
You know what I mean? But that was like, and then you know what's funny? I battled Marv, and I used that.
I know. I seen it. It was a good angle.
Right, and then I get a call a couple of days later to battle you because of that. You ever notice how like certain battles are tied together?
Yeah.
Like it's like a web.
Yeah.
Just being like, okay, I battled Marv.
Yeah.
I said something about Pat. So now this opens up me and Pat.
Yeah.
Battle Pat. I say something about this person, and that opens up our battle. You ever notice like it's like a web, or you'll beat somebody, and the person that they lost to, the person that lost to that person will want to battle you because you beat the person they lost to. You ever notice that? Battle rap is crazy.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard. Told Jim I need a bomb I could drop on you niggas. Bad boy, I'm never gonna stop for you niggas. I don't give a fuck who you got is the illest. I solidify my spot with gorillas. Now I'm rock with you niggas.